Good morning. Excuse me, a little congested this morning.
Good morning. So am I.
Ah,
Started drinking the coffee and it's like, oh, yeah, everything's loosening up. Okay.
I'm drinking tea.
You doing all right?
Yeah, so I'm doing fine.
Okay.
Doing fine.
Good.
How about you?
I'm fine. I think we've established we are both fine. Got Battle Cat as soon as she heard that I was firing up
Huh?
the computer and everything. She's like, oh, you want to pay attention to me now? I'm going to meow. So if you hear her meowing in the
Okay.
background, she wants attention. But for all of our friends out there that are watching this, welcome back. This is now the second play of Scenario 10, Army of Relief. We have swapped sides. This week I am taking the Confederates. And just to expedite things, I went ahead and set everything up already for myself, since there was, nothing conditional. And I hope Roger's going to check my math and make sure that I did everything appropriately. I've got 13 brigades, some leaders, and Johnston all within their confines. And all that remains now is for Roger to complete his setup by placing Kimball out there in one of the two options that he has. But
Done.
done. Done and done. All right.
With what you did is like, okay, I better put him up there by Snyder's Bluff, right? That's where he
Yeah,
goes.
why not? Um,
Yeah, we'll put him up there.
so now that you've had a week to reflect on this, and obviously you don't want to influence my play any, you can see that my setup was just a tad bit different, but obviously we're conditioned to use the roads, and we're going to go right to the very edge of the possibility of the 7 hexes from those setup areas. I think that's pretty much the way anybody's going to do this. Do you have any thoughts how you're going to play this as the Union now?
Probably very similar to what you did. Try to block, fall back, block, fall. Just kind of keep that up and force you to hopefully burn fatigues and try to keep you from sneaking somebody around. And I guess there's really not a lot to this. It's kind of not subtle, I guess I'd say.
No, it really isn't. So much is dependent on movement and a little bit of luck here and there, of course, with the die roller, which you and I we're so immune to, apparently. Battlecrat agrees. So I set things up so that I gave myself some options based on
Right.
a few of the things we talked about last week. I'm going to try to do some things a little differently this time, but who knows what's going to happen. So just to review our turn 1 restrictions, no force marching from either one of us. There's no leader movement at the beginning, no leader transfer phase, and there's no entrenching at the end of the turn, so we will use the rain recovery on that. Otherwise, it's whatever happens, happens. So
Yep.
I think we're probably in a pretty good spot to get underway. So why don't let's see, as the Confederates, I'll roll the first initiative and wish you good luck, sir.
Good luck to you as well.
It is mine, okay. Now, let's see, which way do I wish to go? I think I will start up here with Loring, and we'll get his division going. Let's see what happens. We got a movement of +2 for these. So here we go. It's a 7. Okay. I guess it makes sense to do this. So Featherstone will go first. He will go there. What would the 2nd Illinois like to do?
Let's see. So I'm a 2, so there's no ratio. You've got 2 leaders. It's going to be a +3 attack, is what I see, right? Off the box. The guys will stand.
They'll stand. Okay. Cool. Then Loring and Buford will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. How about now? They have 1 movement left. Attacking Delos would be a column of route at this point.
So it'll be a +2 attack. We'll stand again.
Okay.
No flank there.
Sure. And then Adams will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. All right. Next initiative. That's mine again. All right. I'll have Cosby move. And he gets +1 to this roll. He gets 7. He will simply go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. That's high ties. That's mine. Then we will have Loring declare an assault on the 2nd Illinois. So before I even roll, you get the option for a cav retreat if you wish.
Got 6 hexes covered.
I will have a +1 flank by my calculation.
+1 flank, because 3 are going to come off. All 3 of the low hexes come off because they have the restricted Zod.
Right.
So, but I think now is the time to leave. So we'll lose our entrenchments, and he picks up a fatigue, and he'll roll for a cav retreat. And I think there's no modifiers on
no
this.
No modifier because you're just a 2.
Yep. So it's 5. And I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go 5 to Oak Ridge.
Then I will make my assault attempt and see what happens. It would have come off, so we will take the hex. Grab Sulphur Springs. Initiative. That's another high tie. Yeah. Okay. Let's get Breckenridge moving. So he will take everybody to 1. Here's movement +2. 4. He will go 1, 2, 3 to there. It would be a column of route attack if you want to stand.
Oh, we'll stand.
Stovall 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. Now it's yours.
Oh boy. We'll have Sherman activate Tuttle, MacArthur under McPherson, and Lindsay. Here's their movement. +1. It's 3. Sherman will stay with Tuttle. McPherson, well, it doesn't matter. McPherson stays with who he stays with. So Lindsay's going to go 1, 2, 3. Sherman's going to go 1, 2, 3. McPherson's going to go 1, 2, 3. Initiative. High ties is you.
And we'll have Walker activate everybody, except for Whitfield under there. Here's movement +2.
Wow.
Yeah. Alright, well, day 1 might be a little sluggish. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. 1. Gotta keep him in range. 1, 2 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll take Lindsay to fatigue 2. Roll for movement. He can go 2. Pretty much means she's just going to do a min move to Bavina. Initiative. That's yours.
I will have French activate all 3. Movement +2. 5. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll bring up Lauman here in the rear. There's his movement straight up. 6. Oh, he's on fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Initiative. That's mine. I'll take Lauman to T2. There's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have Breckenridge activate all 3. Here's Movement plus 2. It's 4. What would the 4th Iowa like to do?
Will retreat. Picks up a fatigue. Loses his entrenchments. And so this is just straight up roll, right? No mods.
Right.
It's a 6.
Nice.
Gonna flip. He has to go further away for 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there.
Okay. Safety in numbers.
And you lose
3.
How many on
I
that?
lost 3.
3?
Yeah. And I had 4 to start with, so Breckenridge, we'll just go to there. I'll do 1 hex over. Stovall will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Helm will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. That's mine. We'll bring Walker together. Here's movement plus 2. 6. We start with Walker himself and Wilson. 1, 2. I've got 4 remaining. It's still normal, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, with the low drops it down to a normal. +1. That's going to be the Creek. That's a +4 attack. We'll cav retreat out of there. I don't like +4 attacks on cav, so we'll lose our entrenchments. Pick up fatigue. Straight up roll again. And actually, now he gets a. With the Creek, is it a +1?
It is a +1,
roll?
yeah, so you're going to get, it's a +1 to the roll, right?
Yeah. So it's 4 total.
2, okay.
And he's going to flip to disorganize. So he's got to go. He has 2 options. So let's take him this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll stop there. It's further away the whole. Yeah, it's further away the whole way.
Okay, and I've got 2 remaining. So 3 and 4 to there. Greg will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hector 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 and 6. And just be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have Sherman activate Tuttle, Arthur, and Lauman. Lauman goes to Teak 3. He'll need an extend march. Here's their movement. Movement's 3. 1, 2. Have him go there for 3. We'll first go 1, 2, 3 to there. Lauman's extend. +1 for Union. He's going to flip to disorganize. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. I wanted him to get a little better movement, but that's all right. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have French activate all 3 of his. Movement plus 2. 4. He will transfer up to Evans. They will go first. Actually, no, I'll just transfer him first. McNair will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Maxie will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. And then French, I will go there with 3 remaining.
We'll stand.
Okay, we will stay there. Initiative is low ties. It's yours.
It's everybody. I'm going to pass for the moment.
Okay, I will have French activate McNair to 3. Here's movement. 5. Here's an extended march. He flips. Oh, that's fine. And he will go 1, 2, and 3 to pop that bubble, if I remember correctly. For punt.
I think you just have to move adjacent to it. I think that's all you
Yeah,
gotta
I
do.
think if I touch it, I just
And I think you have to end your march
I
there.
will end my march there. All right. Let's see. Initiative. That's yours.
Yeah, I want to wait and see how things develop before I move anybody else. So we'll pass. I will pass.
All right.
Royal we will pass.
I will have Whitfield march. Here's movement. That is 8. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. Initiative. Mine again. Yeah, I'll take Whitfield to 2. Here's movement. He's going to go 6 to there and 1 to there. Okay, initiative. Mine again. I'll French activate Maxi. Here's movement. 3. Here's extended march. He's okay. He will go there for 1 hex, using all my movement. So, what would you like to do?
Oh, we'll stand.
Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to continue to pass for now.
Okay. I will have French declare an assault on your 2 cavalry there. So they will both go up. What would you like to do?
So you took both of them. French is a 7, so he has to roll 4 or less to get them both in there. But it's 9 manpower. So yeah, they'll cav retreat out of there. So 5th Illinois picks up a fatigue. These their entrenchments. Here's their roll. Straight up, I believe, this point. 5. Not that it matters, because this is just an assault. So I've got to go further away. So I'll go 1. Oops, they have to retreat together. 1 to there. 2 to there. 3 to there, and 4 to there.
That looks good to me. We will attempt the assault. And it comes off. So I will take the hex.
Now, so if you had rolled a 5 in that case, you could have only moved 1 of those units forward.
Correct.
Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
It would have
Yeah.
succeeded, but
Only 1.
only 1. Okay.
Yep.
Because of the low setting, the +1.
Initiative. That's yours.
I'm going to continue to pass and see what you're going to do up here in the north.
I will activate Loring with Buford and Featherstone. Here's their movement +2. 4. Just not getting the super great movement, but that's, I kind of expected that. Buford will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Featherstone will go 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Buford needs an extend march.
He does need to extend march. Thank you. Buford's extend. He is okay.
It's okay.
Yep. Initiative. That's mine. We'll have Buford declare an assault on those 2 cavalry. So he'll go to 4. What would you like to do?
So that's now 6 to 1 +5 +3 is 8. It'll be a +9 attack. So yeah, we will cav retreat out of there. Pick up a fatigue, and this is a 1. So now I think it's a -2.
It is.
And it doesn't matter as long as they don't flip, which is the key thing. Or get a 1, I should say. So 1 to there. Can they go 2 to there? Or do they have to go? Yeah, they have to go 2 to here, right?
Yeah, I think that might have to be your first. Well, I guess you could. Yeah, you could go either one. Yeah.
Yeah, I could go either way. Yeah. So not further away, but I don't lose because it's a 2, 4. You know, we're gonna go 5 and 6 to Albertson.
Okay. And we'll make the assault attempt. It comes off, so we'll take the hex. Initiative. That's mine. I'm going to have Cosby march. Here is his movement. Oh, my cavalry does not disappoint me, ever. 3. I guess we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. Initiative. That's yours.
I'm gonna pass again.
I will have Walker activate everyone to 3. Need to get just a few more miles here. These marches have not been stellar. So here's movement plus 2. Man, we are just both bedeviled by this thing today. Or in this scenario, I should say. Alright, Wilson will go first. Extend. He's okay. So we'll go 1, 2, to there. Greg will go next. Extend. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, and 3. Hector will go next. Extend. It's okay. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. And just, he flips. My powerhouse, the one I needed, flips. 1, 2, and 3 to there. Initiative. That's high ties, that's mine. Okay. Got everyone kind of tapped farther than I wanted to, so I'm going to pass.
Could get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, you could easily get there. So I'm gonna pass.
Alright. Now we'll hit the rain recover. Your units have recovered. Verify that. Okay, you got Washburn that you can place.
Yes. I will put him. We'll put him at Snyder's Bluff. So that's my move. I guess I need to do some leader transfers first.
Yes, leader transfers.
Let's see. Washburn can't transfer, so that leaves me with Sherman, McPherson. Guess I kind of like Sherman where he is for now, so I won't have any. That'll be it.
Okay. I'll keep French where he is. Walker will now stay with Wilson. Move Breckenridge down to Stovall. Johnston. Where do I need Johnston the most? I guess he's got to stay there too. So, yeah, that is it for me. I will let you roll the first initiative for turn 2.
That's yours.
Okay. Let's have Loring activate Buford and Featherstone. Here's their movement. Sure would like to get something better than that. Featherstone will go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And Buford will go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. That's mine again. Alright, we'll take both of them to fatigue 2, or up a fatigue. Oh, apparently did not. Buford should be at 3. There we go. movement. Here's a great movement, of course. Here's his extend for the previous. Thank you. He's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got 7 movement. We'll do Featherstone 1, 2, and then now Buford +1 for his extend. He's okay. All right. Initiative. That's yours.
So let's see. You've got 6 hexes covered on Mauer right now. So I think it's worth it for me to go to fatigue 1 and put up a flanks refuse there. Because that'll take that 2 down to a 1. Is that correct?
That will.
Okay. So that's I think that'll be it for me. So here's next movement is mine. Interesting. It's tempting to go after Featherstone, isn't it? You know what? I think we'll do that just because it's there. Then the question is, do I go after it with Washburn or do I go after it with Kimball? Go after it with Washburn. We'll take W.S. Smith to fatigue 2. Here's his movement, +1, 5. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4. He'd have 1 remaining. We'll do the hasty attack against Featherstone. So the ratio, tactical, I get a +1. The ratio is 14 to 3 is 4 to 1, so +3 ratio. All 6 hexes are covered, but 4 come off, but I still get a flank of a +1 because I have all 6 hexes covered. Artillery is 4 to 1 in clear, so +3 is covered. So I see a final of hasty -1 or a final of a +4.
Yes.
Unless I did the,
Yeah, that's right.
did the ratio
Yep.
right. 14 to 3 is +4. Then, yeah. Yep. So +4. Okay. I think that's.
Could be a game changer here. I mean, absolutely a game changer just because I needed that next initiative. And this is where people are like, oh, flanking and everything. And it's like, well, you don't get the next initiative, and now I'm stuck. So pay attention to this, people. This is an object lesson.
I could still roll 1, and you could still roll a 6.
That's true.
My ability to roll 1s is unprecedented, as is yours. So that's what makes watching us so fascinating.
Yes.
What's going to happen today?
Yeah, it's an 8. It's an 8. Here's my stalwart defense. Yeah.
So what is that in result
here?
here?
6.
6.
6 on 3.
It's only a 1 DR to start with, though.
They're going to be eliminated because they got to go here. And I don't know that that's passable without a road.
Bluff. Let's read the bluff rule, because that came up yesterday. Units may retreat, including cav retreat or route across bluff hex sides, even those untraversed by road or ferry with no penalty. When executing a treated route, a player may consider bluff hex side that is untraversed by road or ferry as impassable if he wishes.
So let's look at it another way then, because they're still eliminated. So it's 1 off the top, and then 2 because I'm not going farther away without a road. So to the right of the slash. So Featherstone surrenders. So he gone. And I lose 3 manpower, which is horrible. And you scored a route, so you get I'll give that to you. It's a minus. Oh no, it's -2 for the first one. Yeah.
Right, union player. Okay. So I get for not having clear notes in my Excel spreadsheet.
That was a huge gamble, and I was kind of hoping Washburn would trudge like all my units have been doing, but he got a really good move. So good show. Would you like to take the hex?
No, we'll stay where we are.
Okay, so the marginal for me now is 15 points. So I got a lot of work to do.
Initiative. That's yours.
Well, let's start digging the hole. What the hell, Because I've sunk it. And we're just playing it out now, I think. So Loring will go to 4. He'll take Buford to 4. Attempt an assault on Mauer. It does not come off. Okay. So this is where the personal morale checks really start to cascade. Initiative. That's mine. All right. Let's try some other stuff. Yeah, you take risks. Sometimes you get rewarded, but most of the time, no. All right, we're going to take all of Walker up a fatigue, except for that cavalry. Here's movement. Okay. We'll have Johnson and Walker transfer to Greg. And they will go 1, 2 to there.
The 2 cav units will stand there.
Okay. Wilson will go 1, 2, 3 to there. Hector will go 1 to there. Just will go 1, 2 to there. Initiative. That's high ties. That's mine. Wilson go to 2. Movement. He's got 5. Extended march. He's okay. I'll go to there. Okay. Initiative. That's low ties. That's yours.
I'll have Sherman activate Huddle and MacArthur. Here's their movement. It's 3. Sherman will stay with Huddle. First one will go 1, 2 to there. Huddle will just go 1 to there. Initiative. That's mine. Contemplating, should I do a spoiling attack against Walker? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm going to pass. I don't know. I'm sure there's something I should be doing, but I don't see what it is. If I could entrench, I'd be digging in right now. But I can't. It's 1863.
Okay. I'm going to have French activate Evans and Maxey. Here's movement. Unbelievable, man. Alright. We will go with Maxey, who has an extend march.
Wow.
One, 2, 3. And Evans will go 1, 2. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to get you to pass.
Okay.
Let you do what you're going to try and then see how to counter it.
Alright. Evans will go to 2. Movement. Extend march. God, bless it. Alright. Initiative. It's low ties.
But I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Keep looking at the map, trying to. I'm going to pass. I'll let you try your assaults here, I guess.
Yeah, let's see if anything will come of it. I'm going to have Greg and Wilson attempt an assault here on Lindsay and the Cavs. The Cavs have the option to retreat first. There you go.
Stand.
Okay. All right, here's the assault attempt. I'm going to take them both just to be safe, because I need the 9. So here's the assault attempt. Initiative. 9. Let's take them up again. Here's the assault attempt. Okay. It proceeds.
That's 4, so it does, yes.
Yes,
Get them both.
4 into both, right. Boy, this game does give you some heartburn some days, but that's why we love it. We got a +1 for assault. I've got a +2 for tactical. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes covered, no flank. I have 2 to 1 ratio, so +1 for ratio. And I've got artillery covered because you have no artillery. And I see a -1 for the creek. Is that, so I see 4 up and 1 down for a +3?
Yes. So the final is a +1, 3, 4, +3, yes.
Okay. So here's my +3 attack. It's an 8. Alright, well,
+3 result.
get him out of there.
So +3 on, how many did I say I had? 4.5? Is a D and an R.
Luckily, I just
1,
missed out on that.
2, 3, and Lindsay has, these guys have to flip to disorganize. There's no demoralization. It's just a little R. So they have two options on the retreat. And they'll go further away by road for 1, further away by road for 2, and I'll go 3 and 4 to Mount Albion.
Okay. And I will have Wilson advance into the hex. Okay. Initiative. That's yours.
Wilson's at fatigue 5. 4, I should say. Greg is at fatigue 4. I'll take Loughton to fatigue 1. Sherman, so he gets a +1. Here's his movement. Goes 7 hexes. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Well, I gotta strike while I can. So I will take Maxey and Evans. 2, 3. We will attempt an assault on Osterhaus. So here's a +1 to the assault roll. Three failed assaults today. This is love it. Love it. Initiative. That's yours.
So yeah, we'll have Sherman activate Lawton to fatigue 2. Here's his movement. 6. Sherman will transfer to him. So he'll move 1 to there. So with the Los, he needs 5 to make a prepared attack on Wilson.
You want to check his EM first.
He's okay. Correct. Okay, so type's a +1. Tactical is going to be a +1. I have all 6 hexes covered, but 3, that comes off, that comes off, that comes off. So its flank is going to be a +1 final flank. Just go over everything again. Artillery is 4 to 1, so it's +3. So 0 artillery, and there's no other train. It's going to be a final level +3. So here we go, +3. Wow.
I'm not even going to look. I'm just going to roll the die.
Well,
So it's a +4. Which is still a manpower loss, right? On 5? Yeah.
+4 on 8 is a fatigue for me. You're going to take a manpower loss on the battle. And it is a route. So I pick up another route.
Okay. So 1, bar their way. 2, 3, and 4. Would you like the hex?
Yes. And I got to give myself a fatigue. And yeah, we will take the hex. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay, last chance. Maxey and the other one, Evans, to 4. Here's the assault attempt on Osterhaus. 6, so one of them can come in. It's a 3. Going against all the odds, baby! Alright, so +1 assaults. And +1 tactical. And I still have 6 hexes covered. And all but one will come off, so I still have a flank of +1. And then artillery, that's terrible. So I've got 1 to your 4, so I believe that's still a die roll.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
It's not used.
Ooh, look at that. Okay, so, and then I got a -1 for the creek.
And the
And
ratio,
ratio,
they
right,
always,
right, it's -1, right. So I see 3 up, 2 down, +1.
for a final +1, yeah.
Stranger things have happened, but here we go. Positive thoughts! It's a 5. Hey!
It's a +4.
Wow. I'm stunned.
So +4 on 3 is a DR. I lose my entrenchments. I pick up 3 fatigues. No, ma'am. And I do not have the routes. The Union does not lose points for routes in
You
this
do
one?
not. No.
Okay. So I can go further away by road for 2, 3, 4, and I'll go 5 and we had a demoralization marker before I go any further. And 6 to there.
Boy, howdy. If Lawman hadn't arrived and Wilson was still there, that would have been a pretty nice haul. But I'm going there with whoever is about to be bounced out. There you go. So for the moment, 5 victory points. Initiative. That's mine. Let's see if we can get some help in there. Whitfield will go to 1. Here's movement. It's 10. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there we go. So get over the 2-1 margin. Initiative. Mine. Okay. Need to make up some ground here. Breckenridge activates everybody. Here's movement. There you go. He's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Helm will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And Adams 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
I think that's the thing to do. I'm going to use Sherman to activate Tuttle and MacArthur. Here's their movement. 6. Sherman will transfer up to Tuttle and go 1, 2, and 3. Pearson will go 1, 2 to there. They could come there and there, but I got creeks to that side, 3 sides covered. Those guys can't get there. Those guys would have to go through, yes, they'd have to go through initiative. That's yours.
Have Cosby march. Movement. It's 9. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, and 9 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Now I'll have Kimball march. Here's his movement. 6.
Unbelievable, Roger.
So he'll go 1 to there. He'll have enough for a normal attack on Cosby if Cosby wants to fight it out there.
You have enough for a prepared.
Prepared, yeah, right. I have enough prepared. Okay, right. Can't. God, I don't know what's wrong
Because
with my head brain.
the gods laugh at me today. All right, I'm getting out of there. So flip. It is a +3 to this. No, just +1 because they were normal with the creek. +1 to the roll. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
So I lost 3 on that.
You lost 2 because rounds down.
Rounds down. Okay. So I used one, so I have 3 remaining. And we'll just go 1 to. It's not a bad place to stop, though, right there behind that creek, isn't it? On the other hand, that opens up Midvale. I'd rather go, I guess, go 1 more there to keep you from sneaking around that flank like you're trying to do. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. We'll have Breckenridge activate Helm and Stovall and Adams. Here's movement +2. 5. We'll transfer up to Helm. We'll go 1, 2. I'll go there. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. Yeah. Okay. Initiative. It's yours.
We'll have Sherman take Kimball to fatigue 2. There's his movement. +1. It's 4. It's for 2-ing. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to there. Initiative. That's yours.
Okay. We'll have Stovall march to 3. Here's movement. And he's going to go Zoc to Zoc and flip. Initiative. Mine. I will have Breckenridge activate all 3. Here's the movement. Oh, what have I done to deserve this? Why do you hate me, die roller, so much? Why? I will have Helm go first, and he is going to force march. So we're going to flip. Here's the force march roll. Min 2 loses the manpower. So I have a total of 5.
You start off with 2.
Right.
No, you start off with
3.
3.
I have 5,
so
5 total. So, okay.
3 MP to start.
So it just doesn't get any better. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Adams will go there, and he's got an extend march. He's okay. And Stovall, his extend march +1. He's okay. We'll go there. Initiative. That's yours.
We'll have McPherson activate MacArthur fatigue 3. Here's his movement +1. It's 4 movement points. He has an extend march +1. He's okay. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and he has to stop there. He'd have 1 movement point remaining. Initiative. That's mine. We're going to go to fatigue 4 with MacArthur, but he's going to roll for movement 6. Here's his extend. This is +2. So he's okay. So I still have the option of making a prepared attack +1. We're just going to move into the victory point hex. Initiative. That's yours.
I'll have Walker activate Ector to 2. Here's movement. Transfer up. And extend march. He's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. His high ties.
Of course.
Yep. We'll attempt an assault with Hector. Here's the assault attempt.
Got it.
Got it. Comes off. Try for grand assault with Helm. Helm will go. Well, we'll try for a grand
So you
assault.
try
Try for.
grand assault, yeah,
It does come
and that
off.
gives it.
Yep. So we'll bring Helm in. All right. Well, here we go. +1 for assault. And I've got. That's pretty much it. I don't have any flank. I've got 2 guns to your 3, so you get a die roll. And Los.
Not used.
Oh, okay. And then I've got a -1 for ratio of 6 to 9. So I just see an even attack.
Yeah, finals +0.
Yep. Here's +0. 3. Nope.
5.
Okay. Well, let me roll initiative here. That's yours. It's yours if you wish to press it, but I'm going to I'm going to hand you the towel here at an hour and a half, just because my personal morale check has failed totally and utterly. I am annoyed with this scenario, not because of the scenario design, but because of just when I go back and edit this, I'm going to see, and I know I already have this preconceived notion, but I'm watching it happen in real time, that every single thing for the Union, every single die roll is just so. You need just this much to get a nope, got it by 1, or you get the into attack into a Los. Oh, you got the prepared just by 1, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'll roll with it. It's fine. This is what we play the game for. And then every time I need to do anything, you don't get the next initiative. Fine, okay. Let's see what happens. And you gave me a boon there where you just passed on all of those Johnston set up against Osterhaus. I was fully expecting the spoiling attack. I probably would have done the spoiling attack myself. But you gave me a boon on that one, so I had like 3 chances, and then every single one. Let's bring French up. No. Just the movement rolls alone, everything is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I'm like, come on, just give me something here. And those 3 failed assaults, man, just, you can't do anything in any of these basic scenarios if you fail 3 assaults in 1 turn.
Yeah.
So with that, I mean, I was just like, okay, and then you just get the smack back. I mean, I'm so underwater here when we look at this final. I mean, you've got +3 on routes, and I've got 4 manpower losses. Plus, I'm gonna get
Sorry.
No, that's yeah. So I'm 6, and it's -2. So let's just see. I came in with 6 -2. Yeah, 2 more. So yeah, it's horrible, just absolutely horrible. I'm going the wrong way in everything, and the die roller is not doing anything for me at all. It's been a while since I've been this defeated by just randomness, but literally every single little thing, if you count on the die roller, and I'm not blaming the die roller, but if you count on random chance for any of these things, if you don't have a backup plan for any of this possibility, and the thing is, I've got like 2 or 3 contingencies, like, okay, if I don't get this, I'll do this. Well, no, that's going to fail too. Okay, well, if I don't get this, I'm going to get this, this, and this. Nope, those are going to fail too. And after a while, it wears on you, man. It does. It really does. And I'm only on turn 2. A lot of this stuff was happening. The fortunes had changed for you in turn 3 because you were so far forward. But I was like, okay, well, I'll shoot the gap here. Nope, you got the next initiative, and you're just getting, like lawmen coming all the way around here. Just 5s and 6s on movement for the Union is just, I can't do anything against that, It's just killer. So, that being said, let's put all that aside. Well, let's talk about the scenario as a whole as we close out this final chapter. I will shake it off, and let's just discuss the scenario design and what we think of it as a whole. We did a little bit last week with Eric, but I think now having seen it under the pressures of the Confederate, what do you think?
I think the Confederate player, it is, I think, hard because the big points are so far away and it's so hard to get to. And you have to me, and maybe you played it, the die roller didn't go your way and you needed that to happen, I think. I think that's real. I mean, obviously every game you can say that, but in this one, it's like you just can't afford that to make an error, I think, as the Confederate player. What I was doing, the way I played the Union today was I just had in my head is you've got a lot more guys. I've got to keep you from making a breakout, and I've got to hold my fatigues. So unless I could see for sure I was going to make a move that was going to help me, I chose to pass and let you do what you were going to do and then try to respond. I almost wonder if putting guys, as we both did, up in Yazoo County, you just shouldn't do it. Maybe you just need,
Yeah.
maybe that's fool's gold up there to, and it seems like it's the thing to do is to spread out, but maybe the thing to do is, you pack your guys and you come across and force down closer to where the big 15 pointers are and just bulldoze your way through this Los at one hexa hex.
Well, the reason I did this, similar to what you did with Breckenridge last week, was it's a show of force, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know where you're going to put Kimball to start if you're going to do which one of these. So if you put him there, then yeah, I've got the option to, like I was planning on doing, was just to come down here and bully the cavalry. That's all I was really wanting to do. And it was not until turn 2 that it was like, this is the critical point here of getting around to here. So that you need some kind of, it's not much, but you need some flank assistance here. And that plus one is helpful. The problem I had is I came down here and I used Buford with the 6, and I really needed to just keep him up here. But that's the risk of that too, is like if you keep him up there, now you really need that 6-manpower heavy hitter, and he's tied up with this. I was trying to keep him flexible, and then I backtracked, and I got poor movement here.
Yep.
Okay, well, I got the flank, cool, everything's set up, and then you got the next initiative, and you made me pay dearly for it here. So that was the first domino in the cascading testimony of my failure here, where it was just like, okay, let's march down through some of these openings. 2. Let's march down through here and bring everybody up. 2. Let's try to get something going here. 2. All right, cool. And
you weren't rolling ones, you were rolling 2s.
Right.
Could have been worse.
Could have been absolutely worse. And then
you did roll a 6 where you didn't need a 6.
Yeah.
It was like, I could just tell. It's like, that adds to the demoralization sometimes when you only need to move 1 hex and you get a high.
Yeah, it's mocking you at that point. But also here, then you get into the traffic jam here in the Los, right? And you're trying to move 3 different divisions in concert to set things up, and between the poor movement and the bad terrain usage, then it takes a few, so turn 2 was really about trying to set something up here. And we discussed it last week. I thought, this is a viable play, but yeah, this is the woulda, coulda, shoulda right here. I had Wilson. The first attack went okay. I got you out of there. Great. And then, nope. Insult and injury was, if the Union can come back here with this internal line, Sherman makes a play, and now you could still do it. It's just harder. And yes, I've got 5 points. Okay, well, I'm also negative. Let me put my positive here. 5 points for that. So ultimately in this one, on this second one, I think that these are viable. They are, they don't make up for it, but that's 12 points here if you don't get the 15. I just think that you're going to expend so much blood and sweat and tears trying to get these 3 that if you do, it's whew, man. And I'm going to go back and look at the playtest notes on this one. I think far better Confederate players than myself are able to do it. If you lurch for the 15 and you can hold it, that means that the Union has gotten poor movement rolls for getting Lauman into play. I mean, right out of the gate, you got a 6 here, and then when he was up here, you got a 5, and you get that big lumbering unit movement with Sherman attached. It's very difficult. And Eric discussed last week, shoot the gap through some of the Los. Well, you have to get close enough where, that's 1 full hex move. That's another full hex move. But you've got to be down here with 3 or 4 fatigues that you can kind of work your way across the terrain. And if you're already at 2 or 3, as you saw here, oh look, I rolled a 1. Okay, I'm going to force march. you're not going to get much for the force point. So you were able to come down here and get it. And I was really trying to avoid the Muddy Creek Flat. I wanted to hold off on that as much as possible. You left it open for me. You dangled it there, and I said, well, I got to go through it now with Breckenridge. And he got a 6. That was great. But so much of this is finding that crease. And if the Union and the die roller doesn't provide you with that crease, I think it's very, very difficult for the Confederates in this one.
It certainly seems that to me that's the case, but I'm sure there's a strategy here that I guess I'm not seeing. Maybe I just have to play it more often, or I did not look at the testing notes to see kind of how it was played out in testing. I don't remember playing this one. At this point, I don't remember what I did last week. So
Same. Yeah.
definitely play it again. It'd be interesting to see if this is ever used in like a competitive environment. But yeah.
I mean, obviously, when I look back on this one, I'm 500 on it. You know, a 1-1 lost one. So the Union has taken it twice now that we look at it. But it's not so much the Union outright winning it as it's just there were odds and circumstances that I think were insurmountable for both of us playing the Confederates. That's a nice way to play it. You know, we didn't lose. The Union won or whatever. So, yeah, I think I have some deep-seated emotions attached to this one now, and if I don't see it again for a while, I'm probably okay as the Confederate player. But you're right. The Union, when I played it and you played it, it's conservation of energy, right? You utilize the internal lines, try to avoid providing opportunities for the Confederates to shoot through, and take advantage of mistakes. And I think you did that great today. Every time this was, I think this was inspired right here, where you just sat there with McPherson going, have some more rope. Just wait. Go ahead. And I thought for sure.
Well, I just
yeah,
envisioned that being, when that is like the last thing I needed to have happen was for that to go the other way.
Right.
To have them get wiped out, no fatigue or disorganization on you, and that was my I could afford to give up because of what happened up at Haynes Bluff. I could afford to give up those 5 points.
Exactly. So yeah.
And so it was like, okay, I'll hopefully not lose anybody in the retreat. And which I knew that, and that would have balanced up the game. If you'd have gotten the initiative in there when you had everybody surrounded, you'd have picked up, those guys would have been wiped out. So that would have balanced everything out in terms of manpower losses. So that flipped the game was me getting Lauman. That kind of tilted everything in a good direction.
Yeah, I think once I know mentally, once I make one mental mistake or one thing goes horribly wrong, then it's just a matter of, all right, you got to stop the hemorrhaging, take a moment, take a breath, try to figure it out, and then you try to get positive and going, okay, I'm gonna do this down here. I'm gonna try this gambit, and it was going well until it didn't, and it did ultimately work. But again, it's just you dig such a hole for a meager amount of return that morally it's just not. Yeah,
it's hard when you're sitting there doing assault, you lose a fatigue, you do it again, you lose another 2. It's like you burn 3 fatigues to accomplish something you should be able to do in 1.
Yeah.
That's like, because now it's like your options have just gone away and you now gotta. But anyway,
and I will say for people that decry that the Confederates have this inherent advantage because they've got better movement and everything, to that I say nay, because yes, I was able to achieve 4 miles on average, but I don't think all of the ballyhooed modifiers that come up are effectively changing the balance of this game. I think that because of the chance and the die roller, all of that is going to it's going to balance things out. So yeah, you can see that even with every supposed advantage in the world, it can go horribly sideways for the Confederate player.
Yeah, absolutely. And so looking forward to the next week.
Yeah, gosh, I'm very excited. We're also, we're going to finish up that final scenario from the basics, and then we will work our way through the campaign, and for those of you who are familiar with some of the other campaigns we've done, we go week to week and we do about 2 hours just to see how many turns we can accomplish in 2 hours. And it's actually very manageable for me to edit, manageable for you to watch, because some of you do like to see about an hour's worth every week. But Roger, I will say thank you for the game, congratulations for the win, and I don't want to see Scenario 10 for a bit. It's just a little bit. I need some time.
I kind of feel the same way, actually, despite having won today. So,
That's right.
Very well done. And
Yeah. Well, for those of you out there, we will send you out with the usual admonitions. If you're new to the channel, if you just stumbled across this and you're like, what is this? Take a moment, click the like button if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, that little notification bell that I'm always told to remind people about, that will tell you when I drop a new episode, which for these are every Tuesday on average. And we really appreciate the support. Please sound off there in the comment section. If you're new and you've never commented on one of these before, interact with us. We will answer questions, and if you found a goof or something, that's certainly very possible. It may be a few years removed. There's nothing we can do about it now, but we appreciate the fact that you are an eagle-eyed spotter. And of course, those of you who are supporting us financially, thank you so much. We really appreciate the love and shekels that you throw into the bucket every now and again. Roger, until we inflict all the suffering that we can, I'll see you next time.
Yep. Have a good week. Bye bye.